Okay, today masterclass lesson 32, how to change customer behavior. The last lesson we learned about customer behavior from irate, insistent, indecisive, and also comfortable. So we'll go through the next lesson and to learn about perception, the way they see, and they have the self-talk and behavior, and how they can change their behavior based on their perception. Here we use the communication tool is a key of changing customer behavior. Now basically this methodology you can apply to many industries, whether it's a retailer, whether it is a corporate company that they want to build customer service, and that is how this communication tool is the key to change their behavior, the way they see your organization, your business, and you have built the trust into your communication. So it can be verbal, it can be written, right? So we get engaged, we use all the automation tool to do our process of this marketing sales funnel. So I have revised my free ebook, which I have written 20 years ago, and now I make some changes, and you can grab a copy of my free ebook and you can learn the changes of customer behavior. So you can apply to your own business. Doesn't matter whether it is networking or any business that you're talking about, changing customer behavior so that you can build your own customer database. And this is a lifetime that you can maintain having trust with the customer with your business.
Perception, self-talk, and behavior. These are the components of the PSB model for self-management. To effectively manage the tension and stress of your job and to fully enjoy the rewards and challenges of the modern workplace, it's helpful to learn something about why you feel the way you do when you experience a difficult situation. And as we all know, how you feel affects the way you perform on the job or in your daily life. Whether you work face-to-face with your customers or over the phone, there are times when you may think that customers cause you to experience stress and tension. But I'd like to suggest that people and events, the things that happen in your life, don't cause you to feel the way you feel. Let's look at one feeling we've all experienced: anger. What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? People who don't listen.
I get angry when my checkbook won't balance.
Inconsiderate drivers.
Someone who thinks he knows it all. When I have to hurry all the time. Bad service.
Are those the kinds of things that make you angry? Actually, it's your perception of a person or an event that makes you angry, not inconsiderate drivers or checkbooks that won't balance. Let me show you an experiment. To show you what I mean when I say events don't cause your feelings, we have set up a little demonstration here in the studio. I'd like to introduce you to some of our studio crew. Hi guys, how you doing? Are you hungry? I know it's a few hours before lunch. Well, I've got some donuts in here. So Darren, would you like a donut?
No thanks. No thanks. I hate snakes.
Paul, how about you?
What type of snake is it?
They're boa constrictors.
They bite?
No, boa constrictors don't bite.
Sure.
Emil, how about you?
I think I'll leave a few for my buddies, but, here.
Oh, thank you.
But, do you mind if I pick the snake up?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Hey, come here, baby. Yeah.
3 different people. The same event. 3 very different reactions. Events don't cause you to feel the way you do. Your perception of an event affects how you feel, and it affects how you are likely to behave in a situation. Okay, thanks, fellas.
Thanks for the snake.
Human beings are walking bundles of attitudes, values, expectations, and beliefs. All of these things go into what I mean by the term perception, and they all affect the way we respond to events. Events like being asked to deal with a snake. We can have different perceptions of the same event. Maybe Darren here had a past experience that caused his negative perception of snakes. Or sometimes our perceptions come from other people, giving us accurate or inaccurate information. The things we do in response to our perceptions we call our behavior. We pick up the snake or we refuse. That's the behavior. But what goes on in between perception and behavior? We talk to ourselves. We have a little conversation. In our experiment just a moment ago, Darren, who refused to go near the snake, was maybe telling himself, that snake might hurt me, or snakes are creepy and dirty. While Emil, who picked up the snake, was maybe telling himself, I haven't handled a snake for a long time. I remember how interesting it was to feel the snake wrap around my arm. We call these conversations that we hold with ourselves our self-talk, and our self-talk can affect how we behave. We can tell ourselves negative things like, I'm not going near any snakes, or we can give ourselves neutral messages like, if I have to, I guess I'll go near the snake. Or we can tell ourselves positive things like, great, a snake. I hope they ask me to pick it up. So our self-talk, the things we tell ourselves, can affect our behavior. And guess what? It also affects our perceptions. And this means we can change our perceptions. Right at this moment, Darren might be telling himself, that didn't look so bad. Nobody got hurt. Maybe next time I'll try it. And his perception of snakes is changing. The point is this. Perceptions cause self-talk, which causes behavior. But it works the other way, too. Your self-talk can change your perception of an event. You can change your perceptions by changing the things you say to yourself, by changing your self-talk. Adage of me, or this customer has no right to talk to me like this. How are you likely to behave toward that customer? Are you likely to be able to give that customer good service when you tell yourself negative things? Probably not. Now, you may not be able to change negative perceptions into positive perceptions in one try. Maybe the best you can do at first is to start giving yourself neutral messages. But you can begin to stop giving yourself negative messages. You can change your self-talk. You can tell yourself, wait a minute, this customer doesn't hate me. This customer has a serious problem and needs my help. What happens then? Well, for one thing, your perceptions begin to change. Upset customers will no longer seem so difficult or threatening, and your behavior will change. You'll be much more likely to solve the customer's problem if you change your perceptions by changing the things you say to yourself, by changing your self-talk.
Okay, we have come to the end of Masterclass Lesson 32. As we have said earlier before, doing business online, you need a professional marketing sales system. And all these elements are integrated with marketing methodology, law of attraction, relationship, and customer follow-up. Customer is the key to our business. Now, the next thing that we want to ask ourselves is, what makes customer buying from you and not others? This is a good question that we always ask ourselves. Now, because you have made them like you, added value to their needs, and trust you, right, with confidence, that is where they will buy from you rather than other people. Then please refer to my ebook chapter, which I have revised this ebook, which is 20 years ago I written, and I talk about the coming up on the event of internet and marketing online. Now, if you refer to the chapter 2, actually helping is better than selling. It is still there. If you refer this, you will get more understanding that how we go about, helping a customer, not so much about selling a product, but at the end of the day, they will buy the product. Here you can actually look for my ebook chapter 2 and helping the better selling. Just go below this video, there will be a link to connect to from you. So this is one thing that we want to learn about human feeling. It is feeling is just only a thought and words. When we use the PSB model, changing behavior, them to take action. How we change them from perception, self-talk, and change behavior, so they will take action at this point of time. Now, not forgetting that feeling can be positive, can be negative. Never use negative to gain confidence. Or one advice, do not talk about your competitors in the negative. You don't just want to gain confidence. And this is likely that you will hurt a feeling of your customer about other people's product. I rather not to mention, about this. Okay, to take into consideration, a positive feeling for your potential customer is always the best. Because you never want to talk about people's product. Don't talk about negative things. The negative effect may not be good during your conversation, or even writing something else, or even a verbal. Well, hope you have fun and enjoy learning. Don't forget to click the bell so that you'll be informed of notification for the next coming lesson. And you also can click on my latest revision of my ebook. Download it, it is free. Anyway, you can learn quite a lot of customer service in the industry. So any industry it can be, but this is okay. Thank you.